Welcome back. You are still watching Morning Rush, and it is Tuesday. We've just got to 6:50, and we are discussing a book. Tuesdays are always about books. And Audrey is joining us today. Last week, I missed you.
I missed you too. I was on the road somewhere in Manicaland. Yeah, it's good to be back. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's awesome. How are you this morning?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Excellent, thank you. So Audrey, we're discussing this book, Your Wedding Workbook, and it's looking so gorgeous, by the way, and it's written by Rufaro Mushonga. Tell us a little bit more about this book.
Okay, so I know we once reviewed a book by Marshall, which is on weddings as well, and I applaud these authors that they're doing this because, like I said, in other countries, this is huge. This is $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
But here, I think we always do it by themselves and whatnot. So Rufaro wrote this book, and with her experience, she's one of those with a qualification in hospitality and marketing, and she's worked in that industry for 20 years with organizations like Crest and whatnot. So she's very well versed in this industry. She then started her own company called Pro Events, and then she also has her Instagram. It's Weddings by Ru. So you can tell even with the writings, the pictures, even in the acknowledgements, that it's something she's done that she's just now putting in a book.
She's heavily invested in this through her career, and you know, I can actually look at this book and it's like a vision board. Literally, it's like a vision board because I see at the back here, then there's space for a picture for a bride and a groom at the back, and there's space for notes. I mean, you write notes in there and things like that. So it's basically step by step that you go through. So why do I need this?
So you find that, you know, like when people are planning for a wedding, you know, there's so much pressure. So you're right, that is actually a workbook. And in every chapter, at the back of every chapter, she's got a space where you're supposed to put your name, bride and the groom, and then a section where you write your notes. And she's got your step-by-step instructions. Because some of these things we overlook.
Yeah.
Like, for example, in the first chapter, whose wedding is it? You know, people always assume it's your wedding, but there's so many other stakeholders involved: your parents,
family,
your friends, brides, groom, bridesmaids, whatnot. And so she's got all those things to the T. She will have all those in the checklist so that it will help a bride and a groom and also the family involved. Yes.
And this is very good because she gives you a plan as well. Like you start planning 9 months before. What do you do in the 9th month? Or whatever it is, write down your personal vows, book your tickets, get measurements with the brides. Very, very, very good, I do see. So in this book, what is the biggest theme, or you could say is the biggest take home?
Okay, so the biggest theme, obviously, we're looking at a wedding. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event, so you need to get it right. And then you don't need to stress about it. So she also emphasizes heavily on getting a wedding planner. You know, and then you can always work in conjunction with the planner, but you don't have to take this in your own hands. However, if the budget does not permit, like you say, she's got everything written down to a box. So like I said, once in a lifetime event, then the speed and magnitude in which a wedding process has evolved over the years.
Right.
So she also puts this across. You can see even the pictures. Everything's very different.
And how, from your view, have you seen how weddings were 30 years ago until now? Is it still maybe the same, or something has just shifted?
Well, concept is still the same, but things have obviously changed. I mean, Kudara, you know, even my stepsasho Kudara, it was click, block, whatever.
1, 2.
But now you've got, you know, performances by artists. You've got a choreographer coming in. You've got, in other instances, the bride will do her own special dance for her man, vice versa. And then what I actually found interesting, this I have to mention, the Martian color wheel. So because we're talking about differences, this color wheel, it's got so many colors that will actually blow your mind, because we just know like pink, blue, whatever, but this one, it will have, you know, people will call it fuchsia, they'll call it all these other fancy names. Yes, and it's a color wheel where you need to match exactly the color that you want.
And I like how you say it's like a production. It's like this Morning Rush. It needs a producer because it's a production. And she then says that a wedding is like a production. You need a producer.
Yes, I know if you're not in this industry, you'll think, that's just, you know, a cliche.
Yeah.
But I think in life, everything is like that. Even in a home, the mother is the producer of that house. So you'll see things coming into place. Someone was behind the scenes putting the things together.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how some brides are called bridezillas and they want to just organize their own wedding. But she recommends that it should be the norm to hire a wedding planner. What's your view on that?
I think I actually agree with this, because I think why she then ends up becoming a bridezilla is because she's so much under stress. There's money, there's the budget, the in-laws like we're talking about. And then on the day you can't even relax thinking, did they get my bouquet correct? Is everything going according to plan? Is the cake tasting the way it's supposed to be? But with the wedding planner, she would have walked with you throughout
the whole thing.
And she will be in charge of all that while you just enjoy your day.
Yeah, but there's also some wedding planners that are just my wedding planner. Who are not really well versed. They're just like, oh, hey, I can do that, so let me do it. How do we differentiate between an excellent or a professional wedding planner rather than just some auntie Ningi Vangoya to say, let me do this wedding?
Yeah, I'm laughing because just the other day we're laughing about what you ordered. You know that picture, what you ordered,
what you get.
And then what you get.
Right.
So I think in this, you must always just verify. I think these days, that social signature we always talk about, people obviously will put their work out there on social media. You verify, you do your own research, and there are also venues, like I was saying, the last page, she puts a list of vendors that are there.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're not going to work by yourself, you work in conjunction with other vendors. So I think you just need to check and verify and just be present along the way.
Yeah, this is really, really good. I mean, and I think even... I think even your team, as in having a wedding, they have to be, what do you call the word, submissive? Because I can see that there's a preparation timeline. This is for the bridesmaids, and it says bridesmaids wake up and shower. Tick. Brides wake up and shower. Groomsmen wake up and shower. So it's like at every point. Makeup stylist arrives and things like that. In the event of things being late, I mean, you have this list, but what if things are running late? What then takes place then? What was her advice?
I think, just like in life, everything, I always say, in Proverbs, I think there's actually a verse whereby man will plan, but God has the final say to everything.
Right.
So I think in everything we do in life, we always need to leave room for things not going according to exactly your plan. So you must, relax and just try and enjoy. And then even in those mistakes, you're in production, people fumble, there are those glitches, but people actually make them work.
Yeah.
And people won't even know that this wasn't part of
actually a mess.
Yes,
a mess, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so, that's fantastic. So you were telling us a little bit about her. You said that she was in hospitality. And what else does she do?
So right now she does weddings. So like on social media, you can find Weddings by Ru. And then she's got her own company, Pro Events, where she hosts a couple of other events. And I think I've attended one of her events. That's how we actually go talking. About the book review. And she's actually very good, meticulous to detail. Yes.
A standard of excellence, though.
Yes.
Wow, that is excellent. So you said where can we find her and what's her name?
Okay.
We find her on her name, Rufaro Mushonga, or Pro Events?
Pro Events is also available. And then on Facebook, Weddings by Ru. Instagram, Weddings by Ru, and then you can always Google her by her name, Rufaro Mushonga. And the book is sold on Amazon online. It was published by RM Book Publishers, and then you can find it in RMP Bookstore and Waterstones, Innovate Bookstores, Color Stationers. This is corner 4th Street, Kwame Nkrumah. And obviously direct from the author. And the book is going for $30 right now, but it's on promotion at Colors for $20.
Okay, so that's at Color Stationers, which is on corner 4th and Kwame.
Yes. And right now, let me just also put it out there. She's working on a workbook because she said this book, for some, it's rather big. So she's working on a smaller...
A simple manual.
Yes, which is like a pocket book. And I think that will be very exciting as well.
So listen, even if you're saying she's working on another smaller one, it'll obviously be cheaper than this one. But in my head, I was just thinking now that it's an investment. It actually is a great investment to have this book because your wedding day is something that you'll remember and you want order for that wedding. You always want to remember. So it is $30. A very good investment to really get. And I mean, even me looking through it, it's got pictures, it's got notes where you write your notes. It's got checklists and things like that. It's absolutely phenomenal. And, I just want to commend Rufaro Mushonga for writing this book. We really do need it.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Audrey, for joining us today.
Thank you, Marisa.
We'll see you again next week.
100%.